Hi there VC, it's March 2016 update here. It's been a while since my last video. I went to a record fair and sold some things, had a stall for £10. This was a couple of weeks ago. I have my book with a few of the things that I sold um, in here, and I did buy a couple, but not really very much because I don't really have the time. You're just really there busy selling things. It was in a pub, not that far from where I live. There was about a dozen sellers or so. I got to say, it was pretty good fun actually, quite tiring, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I sold. First thing that happened was before it starts, you set up, and then all the people from the other shops or stalls come round, and this one particular guy who had been there before, he came round and he bought £35 worth of things. I can't remember what now, but it was nothing that I really was that fussed about losing. Then I had another selling sort of someone from London that was a bit pushy and haggling me. So he got a Pink Floyd Animals, a very nice, I can't remember which pressing, but very early gatefold pressing, and a Van Morrison Astral Weeks, like a poor later copy with the yellow exclamation mark on it for £17. Uh, Sold Neil Young Reactor for four. Some stuff to a French guy. Had a very rarish sort of Canadian rap album for £30 called Supra Maestro Wes. I don't know who it was, but the guy that bought it was very happy with it. And one of the sort of the nicer, yeah, well, most people there were quite nice actually. You know, sort of buying stuff. A Franz Ferdinand T-shirt for a fiver. A Dave Brock potentially signed Hawkwind 80s Friends and Relations album for £8. I couldn't really authenticate whether it was actually a proper signed um, album or not, but there you go. So I made about £130, which is a pretty good day's work, really. Then I bought an Aqualung original press, I think, or early press with different chrysalis labels on each side. I can't remember, different coloured, I think. A football cop choir for two albums, for £2. I bought or swapped with somebody a couple of things. Random fight these two things really good. Anyway, copy of Duke Genesis on this Charisma famous Charisma label. I don't know, it just sort of reminds you of the weird guy on, or reminds me of the weird guy on American Psycho, really. Anyway, he liked them, and who else did he like? Is it Bruce Hornsby or something? Or no, Huey Lewis and the News, yeah. Anyway, and I bought this. This is not psychopathic at all, but this is probably quite rarely seen actually. The double vinyl of Lionel Richie Back to Front album, which I'm very happy with actually. So the ones which I didn't sell at the record fair, there was a lot of them, obviously, and there was a lot I didn't take because they're all up in the loft, the roof where I live. These were some which I've started to put on eBay. So I put a John Schneider sealed album. Who would buy that? I don't really know, but anyway, a couple of Franz Ferdinand ones. There's one. This one's still sealed, which probably these you remember me showing them or finding them, or some of them. This is a dub dance Franz Ferdinand songs interpreted, which I just don't get along with at all. It's just not. I don't know. I don't think it works, but anyway. Dave Gedge, a Cinerama album, which I'm expecting will go for, a fair amount of money. And as far as I've got so far, this is a rap album by someone called Mad Style, early 90s, 93 I think it was. Yeah, so those ones I'm putting on eBay, and I just thought it might be nice, interesting to see who buys them, and then sort of tell you whether they sold or not. Or because it's a weird thing, isn't it? eBay and Discog selling sites and things. What what sells and what you find on there. It's just so random, so hit and miss. I mean, anyway, some things I found. I found this album a few weeks ago. Someone called Joyce. It's Brazilian. It's sort of light pop jazz. It's actually quite nice though. That was £1. And then I have these ones here, which I found, which I will just quickly show you. This is just a short video really, so I found this Record of the Week, Garth Hewitt. That's a Christian album. It's got a nice booklet in there and everything. I got this. I don't know what this is like, but I sort of fancy getting it. Exotic Percussion. Stanley Black and his orchestra and chorus. Yeah, sort of exotica, sort of. I don't think it's particularly rare, but I actually thought it might just be quite good, really. I've got a guy talking about 8 different fish. Know your fish. There he is. I've got this, which is, I don't know, we'll probably plan to sell this for some money, to be honest with you. Asian Beats, early 2000s, double vinyl. Or if anybody wants it, I'll probably send it to them anyway as VCLT, to be honest with you. An upgrade copy of this, which always I seem to find, whereas other Wings albums I do not find. Same one seemed to turn up. This one is just Beatles related, nice cover, probably sort of easy listening orchestral music versions of their songs. An obscure Gregorian chant album from England, from the Isle of Wight. That hotbed of religion. In fact, actually, the Isle of Wight was the last place to be converted in England to Christianity. So there you go. Presumably the natives held on until the last minute. That's that. It's got one of those really nice sort of textured covers. This, I don't know, this is dance or not hip hop, slightly drum and bass sort of thing. I don't know anything about that. Came in its own sort of customed with the record label name on the cover. I've got this, a copy of The Raw and the Cooked, which I don't know what to do with. If anybody would like that, I might just pop it to somebody. And probably the best one was this, a nice Verve copy of Ella and Louie with the painting. Yeah, painting drawing of it. Yeah. So there you go. So last time I went to my, those of you who watch my videos, I went to the pub to do my vinyl night. It was just incredibly busy, and I did play some things. And last week this week, this Monday, I just didn't go because there was such a large list of people booking the time off, and I couldn't really find when I would be going there. So I just thought I'd give it a miss. So maybe next video I'll have something interesting to show you. Okay, thanks, and take care. God bless you all, and see you sometime soon. Cheers, bye.